Good morning, happy Tuesday. Today in ELA, we're going to start our grade level story. So are you ready to rock? Ready to roll. Thanks, Toby. Okay, so today we're going to talk about a force. Now we talked about magnets in science. Now remember, we're in ELA right now. But when we learn things in science, you could read about them during reading and you could read about them during science and put those ideas in your head so you're familiar with them. So you always want to be exposed to new words and new things. So when you read about them, you're a little more comfortable, okay? So today we're going to talk about a word called gravity, okay? Now gravity is a force, just like the magnetic force. Gravity is like a giant magnet in the middle of the earth that pulls, okay? If you're outside and you are sitting under an apple tree and an apple falls, where does it go? Does it go up into the sky, into outer space? No, it's being pulled. So it's going to be pulled to the center of the earth, which is the ground, or your head, okay? You could bop in the head with some apples. So what we're really going to focus on today, we're talking all about the author's purpose, but the topic we're going to be learning about is a force called gravity. Now gravity is always pushing down. Take a look at this. This is a magic marker. Gravity forces it down to my table, my kitchen table. So let's get moving on gravity. And the title of the new story we're going to be reading is called I Fall Down. Do you know what happens when you trip? You fall down. Do you know what happens when you spill milk? Drip, drip, drip. It drips down. Throw a ball into the air. Watch what happens. It goes for a short time, then falls down. Try tossing other things up in the air. Maybe a key, a block. You don't want to get hurt doing this, so be careful. Pick soft objects. When something falls, which way does it fall? Does it ever fall up? If you drop a pencil off your desk, does the pencil go to the ceiling? No, it always falls down. Well, that's because of a force called gravity. Everybody say gravity. As long as you are on Earth, you can't get away from gravity. Gravity is always pulling things. Do you know which way? Down, down, down. Well, today I'm going to show you a nice visual experiment. Are you ready for it? Good. You can see how gravity pulls things down, okay, right before your own eyes. It says, take a spoonful of molasses. Oh my goodness, molasses? That's really sticky stuff. I tried to put it in my ribs in the barbecue sauce, but boy, it's really tough. There's thin things, thin liquids like water that just drips, and then there's molasses. It's very, very thick. It's almost as thick as honey, okay? So take a spoonful of molasses or honey and point the spoon down so that it dribbles back in the jar. Watch it drip. Really? The goose stretches and gets longer and longer. It looks like a ribbon streaming into the jar. Gravity pulls the molasses from the spoon back into the jar. Let's see if that really happens. I have a spoon here. Molasses is just as sticky and messy as maple syrup or honey. So you don't have to try this at home because I'm going to show you. I'm going to use some molasses because I really never found a good reason to use it. But here it is. Okay. Hope I don't get on the table. This thing's going to be really tough to clean up. So it says take the spoon, okay, and then drip the molasses. Turn the spoon down. As you can see, yeah, it's like a long string or a long ribbon. Wow. And that's because of gravity. Gravity gravity is pulling, even though it's so thick, gravity is pulling the molasses off of this spoon down back into the jar. So that's kind of interesting. So gravity's the reason why if we jump, it's pulling us back down. We don't just keep going. Now there's a different amount of gravity on the moon. So if you see spaceship in outer space on the moon and astronauts, when they jump, they float in the air a little because gravity is different on the moon. And there's no air on the moon. We breathe air, but there's no air on the moon. So gravity is not like it is on Earth. Okay, you weigh a lot less. So gravity is a force that pulls things down. Okay, so that's a short video for today. And we're going to be reading up to that molasses page. I'm going to end it there. There's a couple different activities for you to complete on the Nearpod slides. Everybody have a great day, okay? I'll see you soon.